Welcome to the Filters Basics section of my planted aquarium, and I'll go over which filter I like best for my 65-gallon aquarium, why I like it, point out its advantages, and and explain what comes in this filter as well. First of all, I'll just start off by saying every aquarium does need some sort of appropriate filter, because even though you may think, oh, I got to change the water in my tank, or a quarter or half of the water in my tank every week, what good is a filter? But believe me, if you didn't have a filter in your aquarium, if you didn't change all the water in your aquarium, maybe every day even, your fish would probably die real fast. So enough on that. There are different types of filters out there appropriate for a 65-gallon tank. There's some that I haven't even heard of. For example, there are corner filters, under gravel filters, power filters, canister filters, refugiums, etc. But in my opinion, the filters that are readily available in the market, it really comes down to two for a 65-gallon aquarium. It's either a power filter like an AquaClear or a Fluval, or a canister type filter such as this Eheim filter right here. And this is the one that I think is best for my tank. And in general, if you can find a canister filter appropriate for your tank size, I would suggest this. It's a great combination of value and it works great. For example, I'll list off the advantages I think this has over power filters. It has a great capacity for all this filtration media that you can put in. For example, I don't have the full power filter with me, but I can show you. Put that to its side here. You can see this would be the equivalent biological or filtration media that you would put in, or that you can put in a power filter, as opposed to what I can put in to this canister right here. So it has a great capacity over power filters, because again, it really comes down to, in my opinion, either deciding on a canister or a power filter. That's what it comes down to. And so you can see the capacity that this can hold over a power filter much better. It's these things are very quiet. Not to say that the power filters such as AquaClears and Fluvals aren't quiet. They are quiet, but this is even more quiet. Very whisper quiet. And the last advantage canister filters have over power filters is the maintenance schedule. Typically for this canister filter, you would only maybe have to change the fine filter floss here maybe once every 2 months, and totally break down the filter possibly as much as every 6 months to clean it out and put it back together again. Whereas these power filters, I'm finding this media will get clogged very easily, and I find I always have to clean it out, or you would always have to clean it out at least every 2 weeks. So it requires a little more maintenance than a canister filter. And well, that's about it. Oh, I'll even show you the media that comes with this filter. I have this set up as it would be in here, and the water from the aquarium would go in here, up here, and go back into the aquarium from the top. So the first type of filtration that the water would receive is mechanical filtration, and these are the two media that would takes care of your mechanical filtration. These ceramic noodles, you can call them, and a coarse filter media pad. And the next thing the water would go through is the biological filtration media. And again, look at all that biological media that you can put in this canister as opposed to a typical power filter. Compare that. Very good. And after that, you get a fine mechanical filter media, just to trap all the fine little particles and to help polish the water. And just FYI, for this particular filter, you'd always want to use this because if little pieces can break off this type of media. If it gets caught into your impeller, it could damage your impeller. So you would always want to use some type of fine filter media on the top of this canister. And the last thing here that they supply is a carbon filter pad, and it basically adds or polishes your water up real good, but it has a lot of bad side effects, which in my suggestion, do not use this. There are other ways to polish your water real well through chemical filtration. I just would not use this. I don't want to steal the thunder from other sections, but it could really mess around with your nitrogen cycle and the biological filtration portion of your filtration system. I would just throw this out, do not use it. So that's it for Filters Basics. Every filter will come with a whole bunch of filtration media, and this is would generally come with this type of filter. And every aquarium does need a filter, and this is the one I use, or is the backbone of my filtration system. Bye.